communication between a teacher and student is really important, but communication amongst ourselves is also really good. We maintain that communication by weekly meetings. We debrief after instances and after every day, even if it's informal, all the way up to actually sitting down and working on a weekly agenda.
So on top of our scheduled meetings, our teacher meetings and such, we do a lot of debriefing throughout the day, in between lessons and in between lunchtime and different periods. We're constantly talking to each other to know what our students need.
Communication between families and school is really important.
At our site, all of our students have their own communication books. The teachers are able to write messages to parents in the communication books, and vice versa, the parents back to the teachers.
Sometimes communication can be just as simple as just a tick in the box for the morning, just to let us know that everything's all right, or maybe just like maybe a sleepy face, just to let us know that there's maybe that student hadn't got enough sleep, and we can put in strategies in place to help support that student so they can access their curriculum and anything else that happens at school.
Generally, we'll sit down and chat every afternoon before Louise goes home, and that's just on your average day. If there is a significant incident that has happened, or we've heard some information that we think something might be happening, then we might, text each other and say, come in earlier, meet in the morning, or catch up at recess or lunch. But generally every afternoon, we're sitting down together, going over the day, talking about what happened or how one student was. Did you see anything? Did you get that?
It finishes the day better too, doesn't it? Because I find that if we do that, then that day's done and dusted. So we actually then can go, okay, tomorrow's a new day. I find that that's just a really good debrief, and then we go in the next day prepared for the bits I've seen, the bits you've seen. We put it together and we're ready to hit the next day.
As Louise and I check in with each other regularly, we check in with the parents, how was their morning, or just the other day a student arrived and was quite sleepy, so quickly get on the phone, just checking in, what's going on this morning, and the parents are okay. They're not afraid to see the school number and think that we're calling for a negative reason. They're happy to take our calls and have a chat and share things, and it's just a quick all good, or this has happened.
We do make a point, don't we, of ringing when there's positive things happen, so that they know that phone call is not going to be a negative all the time. And it's really nice for them then to know that.
But we've really focused, haven't we, over the last 2 years on our personalised learning plans and what that means, how effective they are, and really making sure that each staff member knows each student's plan. So we have over 40 students here, and each staff member would know each student's plan. And how we've been able to do that better is we've got each student's goals on their desks. So we rotate staff here, so we've got teaching staff that look after different key learning areas. And so anytime a staff member goes into a student's classroom, they're able to look at their plans on their desk and make sure that each time they're teaching a different subject, they're making sure that those goals are being met. This school is also a big school, so we've got 1,200 students, and that means we've also got about 120 staff. So communication is something that we work really hard at, because we often find that staff will say, I don't know what's going on. So part of what we've done within our faculty is we have our weekly faculty meetings that have a set agenda. Everybody can access that agenda, including SLSOs. They're very much part of the team. They come to every meeting. They're allowed to put anything on the agenda. And often you'll find that might not be the case, but we decided here that it was crucial for us to involve everybody in the faculty, for everybody to have the same knowledge and understanding, so that we're able to work effectively together. And the SLSOs are able to put items on the agenda, talk about them freely. If you were to look at our faculty meeting, you probably couldn't tell who was who, could you?
No.
You wouldn't really have any idea who's the teacher or who's an SLSO, and I love that about our faculty. I think the other thing that's been really good is I send out a weekly email on Sunday night, and I just detail what's on for that week, and I might thank staff for what's happened the week before, look forward to something that's happening that week, and really let staff know exactly what's happening so we're all on the same page. We really do ensure that parents are able to contact us easily. That's really important to us. They can do that in a variety of ways. We have communication books in many classrooms for parents to write in. We also communicate to our parents, some classes, not all, through Class Dojo, which is a behaviour reward system that also has a communication link to that as well. And then, of course, we just ring parents or carers. So we really try to not always talk to families when something's going wrong. We try to also ring them when things are going right, and that's really important for us. I know that at lots of faculty meetings we've spoken about, let's make sure we make sort of some positive phone calls each week to families to make sure that everyone's working together, families know what's going on with their child.